All right, I'm just gonna have to use the computer microphone. This one was working fine earlier. I don't know why it's not working now. Now I'm just gonna have to use. There we go. Yeah, I'm trying to use my new microphone. I just got the new part for it and everything, and it was working fine earlier today, but now it's not working. Oh, spent a lot of money on this fucking microphone. So, hi everyone. How are ya? Let's see. Hey, Frank, Sue, Lisa, Frank, or Sweet Tea, Sue M, Claire Bear, LRC, feeling kind of breezy, Lady Crane, Mandy, Patty, hey Daddy, Brandon, Melissa, Jessica, Jess Britt, Heather, Tifa, Mama J, Sassy Naz, Jessica. Oh, don't worry, Jessica. I was seriously. I was stuck at work like a half an hour later than I expected, so that just really. But I planned ahead, so that's why I wasn't that late still. But I just didn't plan ahead enough. So, hey Nikki, Mingo Mish. Okay. So I titled this the Cheez-Its and vanilla ice cream. So give me 1 second because I just have to go and grab it because I promised everyone I would try this suggestion while on a live stream. I'm a little scared to try it though, but I'm gonna try it. So give me 1 second. Let me just go grab it. It's just right in the other room. So I'll be right back. Okay. Oh, why does my lighting look so bad now? What the hell? What do I want? Display. That's better. Okay. Sue M says that she loves pineapple pizza now. But I mean, it's bound to happen. And I watched Not Another Tea Channel's response when I was getting ready. So I have to put something out for that soon. Boy. Okay, so in case you missed it, in case you missed one of my last couple lives, I don't remember which one, maybe the Sundays. Someone at work had mentioned to me, we were talking about weird snacks or something, and she had said how she likes Cheez-Its and vanilla ice cream. And I was like, what are you talking? What do you mean? And she said she takes the Cheez-It and she dips it in the vanilla ice cream and she eats it. And I even asked him, like, was this like a pregnancy craving that was just kind of lingered on? And she's like, nope. And I'm like, that's weird. I'm like, I have to try it. I have to try this now. This is just, it's too weird to not try. So, not to be creepy, but your couch looks comfy. It's not. It's really not. What's right behind me, I have where the big pillows on it, like right over here. That's comfy. That's comfy because there are two recliners, and when my back's hurting me, I lay in them, and it's so good on my back. But the couch thing's not too comfy. So so I'm gonna try this now. I'm scared. Okay, I had to melt the ice cream a little bit because it was too hard, so I could dip it. I'm gonna mute this though, so you guys don't have to hear me chew. It could be gross. It's a little weird. Yeah, not really a fan. I don't know. It's a little weird. It wasn't too bad, but not really liking the aftertaste. Just Brit and Company is spamming her pineapple. What do you mean spamming her pineapple? Is that like a euphemism? It sounds like it should be. I don't know. Okay. So, okay, I'm gonna try and kill two birds with one stone here. So I'm working on a new video. It's not a translated video, although I'm gonna be working on one of those two for this week. I'm gonna try and put out at least one of those a week. Well, I'm going to put out at least one of those a week. I'm gonna try to maybe do like 2 a week, but at least once a week. So so there'll be one of those coming this week. But I'm also working on another video, and I expect this to take me a couple weeks to do, but it's basically a video of like what all the examples or whatever, all the events that led us to this lawsuit. So, and I want to include a few other things too. So I have to go through older videos, and find clips. So that's where my lives come in. I thought, since we've been kind of going over some of these older videos, that we could do it during the lives, and I can write down timestamps as I need or whatever while doing this, so I know which ones to go back and grab during editing and stuff. So, but I mean, if you guys are up for it, because I have a video picked out for tonight. Wait, let me check out this chat though first. I love a toasted banana and peanut butter sandwich. Oh, that does sound good. Hot Cheetos and cream cheese? What? Now I have the red Solo cup sound in my head. I love these red plastic cups. I don't know why. I don't know. My kids, adults like goldfish and Reese's Pieces together. Wow. You know what they say about pineapples? No, I don't, but I kind of want to know now. No, we are still going on about pineapple and pizza, which I love. Doritos and cottage cheese. Oh, I bet my daughter would love that. Oh, I know that a couple of people were asking if I had a PO box. I don't know if everyone saw my community tab or whatever, but I have one now. Finally, it only took me like a month, but I live like right near the post office too. I don't know why it took me so long, but it did. I think they had all screwed up hours and shit because of COVID still. It wasn't until just recently that they went back to kind of normal hours. So, but I have one now. It's in my about section. So I don't know. Just please don't send me anthrax or anything. That's all. But I promise, so no matter what it is, I'm not going to put on a medical cover and a face mask and gloves to open it, okay? No matter who it's from, no matter what no, not gonna do that. Sue M, stop telling mama. Whoa! I'm mom? I'm mom? Okay. I'm being harassed by your mods. Well, just accept a pineapple on pizza and we'll stop harassing you. I only do that on Mondays. Oh shit! I know what this. My mom used to make a sewing. Wait a minute. Okay. Perfect. LB mentioned she will be interviewing Lorianne on Thursday. Oh, so that's who it is? Okay, that's cool. Kind of interested to see what she says. Okay, so I only said okay. That's that's why I read that. I'm like, I know this is in reference to something, but I don't know what. My memory's been shot lately. I don't know why. Is that what she confirmed? Because people were saying EDV and Lorianne. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think she did confirm that. Little Red. Not positive. Now she messages me back. Okay, I'm gonna go pull up the video, and I'm already in Chrome. Yay! Yay me! Where did I have it though? I don't remember. Okay, 1 second. Okay. Awesome. I'm in the right one too. Which one was it? Okay, yeah, it's that one. All right. So I thought tonight's video, I don't think we watched this one yet. I know we kind of watched a couple of the older ones, but I don't think we watched the Tati lying for whatever minute straight. Can we talk about Tati lying for 18 minutes straight? I don't think we've watched that one. And if we did, then I'm an asshole. We can do something else. But I thought Lorianne had flipped back to Krusty. I don't think so. I haven't heard that. I don't know. I don't think Lorianne's been on though much at all. Has been on social media or whatever. God, why is this so light, so bright suddenly? So yeah. So like I said, I'm looking for like timestamps and stuff like that, just some clips to add. And like we watched some of the other ones already that I'm using, so I thought we could watch this one. So that's cool. Unless did something happen today? I had to work and everything, and I had so much shit to do today. So I don't really know. Wait, I'm gonna do that. Should just have these handy. Did you see self-taught beauty got nailed by Not So Evil Stepmom? I don't know what you mean by nailed. I know that I watched a video, Alex's video from 2 or 3 days ago. From Easter. She did it on Easter. That's right. So, and if she did something like yesterday or today, then no, I haven't seen it. Right. Yeah. Oh shoot, her too. Yes, these are the channels of my moderators. Please check them out because they are fantastic. I mean, I didn't even know how much help I needed for chats or whatever, and they've, I don't know, they've made this so easy. Check them out because they're wonderful. So okay. Has Alex, oh my God, Alex talked to the family and she's offered rehab and doctor said 1 year left if no change. What? What's this? Alleged drug addict. So when did Alex do a video? Shit, I gotta check this out. Oh, she just did it today. I don't really want to take views from her though. Well, we can watch a few minutes of it, right? It's okay, right? Today, I think, yeah, that was obvious that she had issues. Yeah, I'm talking about. Oh, Jesper and Company says I'm talking about disabilities on Thursday with Brandon. So check her out on Thursday. What time, Jesper? And what time zone? So, wait, let me see. Do you have it scheduled? No. Okay. Says she uploaded 4 hours ago. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I have it. Well, we can watch a few minutes, right? I mean, that's okay. I don't want to take views from her, but I want to see it. 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Okay. So that is 4 p.m. Eastern Time. 3 Central. Yeah. Okay. So yes, Jesper is talking disabilities with Brandon at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Watch it. I love watching anything with you and your crew. I hate that I stay up so late with you, but it's all fun. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Alex wants people to see it. Okay. All right. All right. Well, Alex, if if you watch this and you're mad at me for showing it, I understand, and please tell me so I won't do it again. But I've been told you want people to see it, so I want to show to people, and I want to see it. So is Alex the lady that was trying to help? Yes, it's not so evil stepmother. So here, let me set up sharing. Oh.
Guys are doing good.
Why isn't it coming through my freaking headphone? I set this up. This is pissing me off. It says not connected. Why is it not connected? Not hearing anything though. There we go. Okay, output. There we go. Okay. Oh shit! Damn it! Complain.
I also want to say,
all right.
Good evening.
All right, I'm going to stop that, or I'm going to start that in just a second. Just remind us at the end of feed to go and give her a thumbs up. Yes, yes, absolutely, guys. I'm going to remind you now, and I'm going to remind you at the end too. Go give this video. I'm going to put the link here. Wait, not that one. There we go. This is the link to her video. go put a thumbs up before, now, after, during, whatever. And Alex's video. Oh, and like. Right. Okay, so thank you, Frank. Then I must be cute all the time. Frank says I'm cute when I get frustrated. So that's why I said I must be cute all the time then. Oh, Katie did an Instagram live. Oh, this ought to be interesting. Oh, I'll check it out later. Right now, all right, I'm going to go ahead and start Alex's video.
Evening, everybody. I hope you guys are doing good. Sorry, I've had to take some time to process everything, and I know that I promised I would not make another video. However, given the information that I have learned over the last 24 hours, I feel that it is a life or death situation that this video has to be made. I am not choosing to make this video lightly at all. Please understand this. I also want to say trigger warning for anybody dealing with, has dealt with, both now, currently, had a family member, whoever, any type of addiction, whether it be drug or alcohol related in their life and friends, loved ones' lives. This video may be very triggering to you. And if there is a possibility of that happening, please exit out now. The information that I'm going to be going over with you guys in this video is extremely sensitive information. And again, I am not choosing to do this lightly. Yesterday, I was contacted by Mandy's husband, who gave permission for a Mr. Barker to speak with me. Mr. Barker is the owner of New Beginnings Outreach in Piketon, Ohio, which is an in-house treatment facility where residents are not charged. There is a men's facility, there is a women's facility. Again, it is an in-house treatment facility. And basically, they can go there, they can deal with their addictions and get help. And it's completely free of charge to the residents. I spoke with Mr. Barker in length yesterday. I did ask him, I begged him to come on and do an interview, even if it was a phone call interview, and he declined. The reason being is because if Mandy decides either now or in the future to ever admit herself and take this help that is being offered to her, there's obviously a little bit of a patient, client privilege and that sort of thing. So because of it, obviously he can't come on here and speak to these things, but he did say and give me permission to give you all this information because her husband, Frankie, gave permission for him to speak with me. I have notes. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm shaking right now. He said that Mandy has a criminal mind and criminal intent and a long, long history in taking advantage of people and being able to coerce them, using tactics to get what she needs out of them. And it's extremely unfortunate because he did say she's a very lovely girl, which she is. I can say that. She really is. He said that she is currently in the stronghold of her addiction. And after meeting with her, from his observations and her behavior, she maybe has a year left. And this is one of the reasons. This is one of the reasons I wanted to come on here and make this video, because I have not been able to sleep since learning this information. I feel extremely guilty, and I would never be able to forgive myself if, because of my videos, something happened to her and she did an overdose or something. I explained to him that, all I've wanted to do is help her, and that's all we've all wanted to do, I think. And even the people in this that I don't think maybe realize that that's what was coming out of it was help. I think we all agree that she needed some sort of help.
Okay, Jessica just asked, who's Mandy? Mandy is self-taught beauty, that the homeless woman who was living in a shed that Alex wanted to help, the one who Radiant Brit has been talking about too with the dogs. So yeah, for those who aren't caught up on this, Alex, the not so evil stepmother, learned about Mandy, and she decided to try to help her since they kind of live near each other in the same state anyways. So Alex had been out to Mandy's place, and Alex has been doing like all the work, all the legwork and everything to get Mandy into a shelter, to get her a place to live, to get her down to the DMV, to get her ID and her driver's license. Alex had one person ready to give Mandy a van, another person ready to fix it up for her. Alex also had jobs lined up, or just interviews lined up anyways for Mandy, and Mandy just kind of blew it all off. And then Mandy then made this video saying, basically turning it all on Alex, saying, you were mothering me, you wanted me to do things your way instead of my way, or I don't know, whatever. It's ridiculous. So and then Alex had done a video just updating everyone and saying, listen, she doesn't seem to want the help, so if and when she does, I'm here, but until then, there's nothing more I can do, kind of thing. This is new, though. What we're watching here now, this is completely new, because there's been speculation about whether or not Mandy had a problem with addiction or with drugs. And we've all speculated, we've all talked about, just wondered, bounced ideas off of each other. I kind of was falling towards the column of no, she doesn't, because I don't see a lot of the signs in her. But I mean, for granted, I only see like a little bit of her in videos, so who knows? But it's a very fitting explanation for I guess Mandy's head and where she's at in her life and everything. But it just didn't really fit with everything else. So I'm really interested to hear this. Yes, addiction is very hard. Absolutely. I've heard bits and pieces. I thought the husband was abusive. I don't know. I haven't heard anything one way or the other about him. I heard that they supposedly split up because she cheated on him. But again, I want to stress that this is coming from the husband's mouth. So take it with a grain of salt. I don't know. Yeah, there were some signs. Like I said, Heather McDonald, I did see some signs, unfortunately. Sorry to say, any addiction is so damn hard. I saw signs, like, just in how she was living her life, but like other things other signs I didn't see. So, just wait till you hear the rest of what Alex has to say. Okay, all right, I'm going back.
Help. It was just an argument over what type of help she really needed. And he stated to me something very powerful that I want to share with you guys. He said to me that when you reach out to help someone, when you ask them or want to give them help, you kind of have something in your mind, an expectation of what you expect to come out of that help, which the end result is helping them. Whether it's them being grateful or, something in it for yourself. And I think that's very much what it was for me, because I was helped, however many years ago. I wanted to pay that forward. It was very important to me to do that. And that's why I decided to, help Mandy. But he said when someone is in the stronghold of an addiction, as she is, that the only way you can truly help them is by not helping them. And that is why I felt that it was very important for me to come on here and give you guys this information, because she is not, I spoke with her family yesterday, you guys. She is not in the situation that she is claiming, I promise you. She has a good life that she is choosing. She is choosing not to take part in. She does not have to be in that shed. Her husband makes very good money. And I want to make this very clear. I did speak to Mr. Barker. He has been dealing with this family and trying to get them help for 13 years, you guys. 13 years. Mandy's husband has never, ever laid a hand on her, regardless of what she's told me, what she's told you all, and what she's literally, come to find out, had other people tell me. Come to find out, the people that I interviewed were her dealers, you know. And I feel so used and so sick to my stomach and just in disbelief. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for her and her family. We are all enabling her right now by creating these videos, by getting her content views, because she's going to get that AdSense money. She did receive all the stimulus checks for not just herself, but for the boys, for her husband. I also want to tell, and I'm saying this because this was something that she had told me in confidence, and I did ask her family about yesterday. And she had told me that Mason had tried to commit suicide because of all the trolls coming after him, because of all the videos being made. This is not true at all. He is actually engaged. Her youngest son is engaged, and he has a baby on the way. He has a good future ahead of him. He is not, or nor is his brother, what Mandy has been parading them around as. And they have been covering for her because they love her and that's their mother. But none of them want for anything. Frankie has said he makes sure they're all fed. Just right before I went there, you guys, he was there. He gave each of the boys money. You know, apparently they're not even staying there with her. They just come there to help her film these videos and stuff because they're covering for her and they know that this is basically her only form of income right now. And it's by choice. It is completely by choice. The house that had a fire on it did have insurance on it. They do have a place to stay. She doesn't want to leave. She does not want to leave. They said that her choice was Suboxone, but they think it's something else now at this point, just because, you know, I mean, Frankie loves her so much. And Mandy, if you see this, and I know you probably will, please contact him. He does love you. He loves you so much. Your whole family loves you. I know we all do. And not all of us just want to see the best for you. We just want you to get help. Please get help. This is a really good opportunity for you. It's completely paid for. Mr. Barker has went and seen Mandy in person back in December and told her, offered this to her, and she has turned it down and refused it, just the same as she refused the counselor for me. She refused the life coach. She took the $50 the life coach sent her, but refused the life coach. I'm sorry, you guys. I did bring a tissue in here. I didn't realize how much this was going to affect me. I want to also say, because I know a lot of people were extremely offended by my comment in the live when I said that somebody having an addiction is an easy fix, because obviously that is not what I meant. But if I did offend anybody at all, I am truly sorry. That is not what I meant. I had a really hard time in that live, and I was stumbling over my words, and I was extremely tired, and that's no excuse.
I know what she's talking about there, and I didn't take it that way. I took that as meaning that it would be easy fix, as an easy that they know what the problem is. They don't have to figure out what the problem is, or the problem isn't something different or unfamiliar. It was an easy fix in the sense that it's easy to know what to do. Not that it was easy to, fix, but that's how I took it anyways. I mean, I don't know.
Excuse for me offending you. But what I meant by that is
JCM, we are watching the Not So Evil Stepmothers upload from today. If you're not familiar with it, she ended up talking to Mandy, Self-Taught Beauty's husband, and family members, and I think I heard doctor in there. Apparently Mandy does actually have a pretty bad addiction problem. She mentioned her, I guess one of her drugs of choice, whatever, has been Suboxone, but now they think it's something else. And Mandy has actually a loving and caring and able family to take care of her, and her sons are nothing like how Mandy is depicted them as. Her youngest one is engaged with a baby on the way. They're unbelievable. I mean, I had a feeling that she was scamming, but I never would have imagined all this shit. Oh my God. This is just crazy.
Is basically that there is more help for someone who has an addiction problem than someone who doesn't. That is purely what I meant. That's the only thing I meant. Because of this new information, all of the donations will be immediately returned, and I have waited until this video goes out to return them, and this is why, because I want everyone to understand that this is a life or death situation. If you continue to donate to her, you are essentially helping her feed the beast. And I do not want to see something bad happen to Mandy. I've never wanted to see anything bad happen to Mandy, not at any point in time. I don't think anyone has. And I ask that all creators making videos about this, please be kind. Please understand that this is an extremely sensitive subject for all the obvious reasons. And the only way she's going to get help is if we stop. If we stop enabling her, stop sending people her way, stop. And I hate to say this, like, because I don't want to take away her.
Yeah, I wanna take a moment and stress this too. Sweet Tea and Family says Suboxone saves lives for many, though. I don't like their wrong info. It's why my kid's dad is like, and it does. It absolutely does. Like opiates, that addiction is I think a little tougher than some others, because you're not just getting over like the mental or physical dependency, but you're getting over, like, you're going through the withdrawal and everything. I mean, this is not all drugs have a withdrawal like that anyway. Some have, just irritability or whatever, sleeplessness a little bit, but the opiate withdrawal is just like, it's unheard of. I know they say that it can't kill you, but I think the anxiety and everything that comes from it, I think it's some people it could, So trying to get over or get off of that drug of choice and going through the physical withdrawal and everything, it's almost impossible. So Suboxone, what that does is it makes you stop using the drug without going through the withdrawal. So you can get your head back on track. You can get used to a sober life. You can get used to sober thinking. You know, you can do your life, you're back on track, and you can start working and everything. And then as you get used to life without it, then you can start worrying about coming off of the Suboxone. So long as you taper off very gradually, it'll be painless. So, I mean, it's a wonderful medication where like they had other medication, like what was it? Methadone. But methadone, though, was just a different. I mean, Suboxone is technically kind of an opiate too, but it has like the opiate blocker too in it, where the methadone didn't. So the methadone was just like trading in one opiate literally for another. It was different. So I never thought drugs. I just thought panhandling via her shed. I'm a nurse, and Suboxone saved many lives. Yes, you're right, Diane. I didn't think it either. I mean, I thought it was a possibility, but I was up until I heard about this video, I would have, if you had asked me, I would have leaned to the no, that's not the issue column, but I would have been wrong. I would have been wrong. And I kind of wished I wouldn't have been wrong, but I'm wrong, looks like. Oh, just bit. I have a feeling I missed something up here. I do. I was addicted to pain pills, and it was very hard, but I'm clean and have been for many years. Yet I saw it because of your surgeries, you said? Yeah, I was in pain management, so for years, and yeah, I hear you. Yeah, methadone still gives patients their high. Suboxone doesn't. Exactly. Um, in fact, Suboxone. I've heard people say that if you try to get high on Suboxone or whatever, you can't, or you get sick or whatever. I don't know if it's true or not, but Suboxone is taken after being off of opiates for at least 48 hours in order for it to work. Right? Yeah, because so I don't know if it's true that people get sick. I've heard people tell me no. But what I have heard though is that they kind of cancel each other out. So it's just kind of like why it's stupid to do both kind of thing. But Suboxone is legal here. It's considered an opiate, yes. Um, but it has like this buprenorphine or whatever. I don't know how to pronounce it, but that's like a blocker too. So yeah, you cannot get high off of opiates when taking it. That's what I've heard. Yep. So yeah, I mean, but I mean, I can see though how someone, I not addicted to it so much, but like I don't know, like mentally dependent. I guess I could see. Um, but that's the thing. If that's your drug of choice, then you're not really choosing a high. You're not getting high. So I don't understand how that's a drug of choice. Yes, Suboxone helps. Yeah, it's a huge, huge help, Patty Anderson. She says, does Suboxone help get off the opiates? Yes, absolutely. An opiate blocker, yeah. I don't really know the science behind it, but Suboxone has an opiate antagonist. You can't get as high. It is also formulated so it cannot be injected. If injected, the drug is deactivated. I didn't know all that. Interesting. Suboxone is nothing but a drug. Yes and no. I mean, drugs do have a use, medical use or other use. So, no, this isn't, no, it's not a mukbang beauty demon. I already tried the ice cream and the crackers, and I wasn't a fan. Me either, Aaron. Someone please educate me. I don't know what I'm being educated in. If you don't have an opiate problem and take it, you will get high. You will also get sick. Well, if you took like just regular tablet or whatever, you also get very sick. I've seen that happen. It didn't look fun. It has not okay Narcan, so you will not die. Yep. Anyway, that's not her drug of choice. It's probably just what she takes when she can't go. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. So that would mean that her drug of choice then probably is opiate. Um, and someone was saying she was in Alex's other video. I think it was maybe when she did Saturday or Friday. I don't remember, but she was saying how she asked Mandy to roll up her sleeve so she could see if there's track marks. So she didn't see any, so she just assumed that that was not the issue, at least not that drug. But it's someone in her comments said, "Dude, there's other ways to there's other routes of administration. It's not just injection. People smoke it, people snort it, whatever." So I'm thinking maybe that's it. That or swallowing pills or something. Yeah, Sue PD, with me, when I was in pain management, I was like barely 30. And like they were putting me on Oxycontin and stuff. And this was 16 years ago, almost 20 years ago, whatever. And I sat there thinking, Jesus, if I'm on this crap now and I'm barely 30, what am I going to be doing when I'm like 50 years old? So that's why I stopped. It's like, I'll either deal with the pain or find another way to, relieve it. I don't know. I can't, I don't want to do this. Yeah, dependence. Yeah, you're right, Mandy. I wouldn't say it's a specs on addiction. It can be considered more of a dependence. But that's the thing. I think that there is a difference. There is addiction and then there is dependency. I think most addicts will kind of have a mixture of the two, but not all. So they shoot up under their toenails. Oh, Jesus. Ugh. That was an oxy too. Yeah, it's this. And then I remember they tried giving me those Duragesic patches too, and I ended up filling the script and everything, and I put one on, and that's when I decided to look them up and everything. And then I was seeing all these news articles and everything about how like just addictive and everything they were, and I was like, screw this, nah. But yeah, I stopped going to pain management years ago. Now my toenails hurt. Okay, all right, I'm gonna go back to the video because I want to hear the rest of it.
Her channel because I know it's an outlet for her. And he even said that he was actually very impressed with her and her channel and her knowledge for products and all of that. He was very impressed and he thinks it's a very good outlet for her, but it's also helping feed this addiction. And he said anything and everything that she can get, she will liquidate to further feed that addiction, whether it be products that you send to her, lights, batteries, whatever it is. She is going to liquidate it. She's going to sell it. She's going to use it to feed her addiction. And again, I cannot stress this enough, you guys. She does not have to be in that shed. They have a home. They actually have a couple of pieces of property. Now, there were some things that Mandy did say that were true. And that's kind of how this works. They take a little bit of the truth and they mix it in with manipulation tactics to have you.
I just want to say something too quick because I see Diane McCall says I had no idea. I'm needing hearing aids. I'm only 56. I'm so depressed. I have to take MS Contin. Supposed to take 3 a day, but only take 2. Yeah, if your doctor is prescribing you pain meds and everything, and you take it as prescribed or less than prescribed, I mean, I think you should be okay, especially considering that, like, I think every doctor today knows that these medications are actually addictive and everything. And I think that there are safe ways in which you can, be prescribed them. So I don't want to, if you are in pain and you are being prescribed these medications and it's something you and your doctor decided on, then please, by all means, listen to your doctor. Don't listen to anything myself or anyone else in chat is saying. Your doctor knows best. So I just want to say there are safe ways in which to do this.
Have you feel sorry for them and to give to them so that they can continue their habit. So I beg you to please don't. Please don't. It's the only way she is going to get help. She has apparently been battling with this most of her adult life. And this man said that he went and met with her family in South Carolina because, again, he's been trying to help this family for 13 years, you guys. 13 years that he's been involved. But it's gone on way longer than that. And that is also what he said, the breach of trust that we found on her record. That's what that was about. She actually had a good job as a caretaker in nursing homes and in people's homes. And she got in trouble for stealing from them. And that's what that breach of trust charge is. So if you don't believe me, look up her charges. That's what that charge is. That's why she still owes $500 on it, because that was the deal that the judge made. They would dismiss, the family would dismiss the charge if she paid the $500 back. And it's still to this day gone unpaid. So please, I'm not lying to you. I have no reason to lie to you. And I'm not trying to gain anything at all other than true help for Mandy. So I just.
JC Mills, South Carolina. Maybe that is why this is familiar. Is that where the lady she is talking about lives? No, but I think that she did used to live in South Carolina. I don't know when exactly or for how long or if that's where she's from. But right now she's currently in Ohio. And as long as I've been aware of South Top Beauty, Mandy, she's been in Ohio. But she does have a past or history in South Carolina. Can you stream South Top Beauty's live now so we don't give her videos later? What do you mean her live? Self Top Beauty did a live? Well, let's finish watching this one first. There's only a few minutes left. There's like 4 minutes left.
I beg you, don't send her anything else. Don't send her anything else. I promise you, she is completely taken care of. She really is. She has a good life. She is choosing all of this, you guys. For these reasons, I think it is only right, and YouTube more than likely may not let me monetize this video. And if that's the case, I'm totally okay with that. However, if I am allowed to collect AdSense on this video, I will be donating it to this New Beginnings outreach in Piketon, Ohio, because I think this is amazing what they're doing, and the fact that they are providing in-house treatment, counseling services, food, everything for these residents to get the help that they need so that way they can live their lives clean and sober. And I think that's so amazing. So that is what I'm going to do with my AdSense money. As far as the donations go, after this video goes up, they will be returned. I don't care. I don't care what you want. I'm returning it. Okay. I'm sorry, but I cannot be responsible. I will not be responsible for someone possibly. I don't want to say the words, but you know what I'm saying. Mandy, please get help. Get help. It's there for you. It's there for you. I'll be there for you. I don't care. Just go get help. I'm going to take my other videos down as well because I, again, don't want any more attention going to her. So I will be unlisting them. I hope and know you guys will all understand why. I will probably leave the last couple of up so that way any more views that go on them, I'm going to put in the description box this video so everybody understands what is going on and is caught up to date, because those last couple of videos are saying why I'm not going to help her and what is going on and her not being honest. But all the beginning videos I'm going to be unlisting, and I know you guys will understand why. Obviously, I'm sure I don't have to tell you guys something this serious. I mean, obviously, for me to sit here and say this on a public platform, if it wasn't true, I would get in a lot of trouble for defamation. But it's not defamation. I have the entire conversation, the entire thing from his family, from everyone. I don't have permission to release it. Again, I did ask them to give an interview, and the biggest thing that Frankie wanted out there was his name cleared, which is why he agreed to talk with me and agreed for Mr. Barker to talk to me and release this information to me so that I could give it to you guys. because that's really the only way we're going to be able to get her help, true help. This is truly the last video that I will be making or speaking about this situation. And I know I said that last time, but I know you guys will also understand why I felt I had to come on and do this time. Because I did say if it was the D word, that I would be the first to come on here and say that to you. Because again, I feel like this is a life or death situation. This is very serious. I said that from the get-go. This is somebody's life. This is not a game. This is as real as it gets, you guys. So please do not take this video lightly. Please be kind about this. Please do not go over to Mandy's channel and attack her. That is not what she needs right now. You guys, please, please, please don't do that. She just needs help. True help. Be kind to one another. Do not judge. You are not in this situation. This is very hard for this family to go through, and especially to be going through it as long as they have. Hug and kiss your loved ones. Be grateful for everything that you have, no matter how good or bad you have it. Be kind, you all. I do appreciate you taking the time to watch this. And I hope you guys all have a very, very lovely.
Okay, so I checked out Mandy's page, and yeah, there's not a video, but she says that there's one coming in a couple of hours or something. So, but I did see this. Someone mentioned her community page here in the chat, so I checked that out. And we have so this is on her community page. Okay, so yes, I heard about Alex's, what is it? I heard about Alex's video. Every bit of it is lies. I had my ex and Mr. Barker full conversation. I am tired of people saying I'm on drugs and can't believe Alex stooped this low and then to act like she cared when she was so manipulative and called my ex back to pride. I am not on drugs or anything else that my ex or Mr. Barker said. It is all lies. And here's the proof. Again, I do talk about my health, which I never wanted on YouTube, but which I never wanted on YouTube, but I wanted to play the whole conversation, no edits. So please don't ask any further on what you hear. Oh, I'm guessing it's supposed to be AGAR. I also think it's pure ignorance to think someone has to be on drugs to be in my situation. This video could take a couple hours to post, but no, it's coming. Oh, but where's the proof? She says, here's the proof. Where's the proof? Is this, that's not it. I mean, there's nothing there. Okay. The comments, though, I find fascinating. Praying for God to pull you out of this situation, girl. The thing for me isn't about any of the rumors. It's about you. You reached out for help. You needed kindness. This has literally turned into a witch hunt. They will all get bored eventually. Stay strong. There are a lot of people who care about you and not what you may or may not have done. I do not care. I'm not perfect either. Jesus Christ. I'm just praying for you, girl. You are completely unbelievable. Yeah, all right. I'm liking that one. Thank God was really worried, Mandy. Continual prayers that things get a great deal better. Mandy, if I was you, I wouldn't even post about any of this stuff anymore. Just make your spoiler videos. All you should be concerned with is getting back on your feet. You're going to have to let all of this drama go and move forward the best you can. You shouldn't put any more of this stuff on here. You should talk to whoever behind the scenes. The truth hurts. I've been there, Mandy. You really do need help, girl. It's obvious. And all your subs deep down know it. Anyone who is stating otherwise is just enabling, and maybe it's hard for them to come to terms that you've lied to them this whole time. If you didn't have a problem, you wouldn't be still in this shed when there has been so many opportunities given to you to get out of there. But the truth is you don't want to leave or get help. Please reconsider and get the help you need. We want to see you better. That's all. Yeah. I'm liking that one too. Okay. Where am I? All right. Hi, Glare. I just had a question in here. Yeah, me too. I don't know how to do that. Shoot. Let me just return this quick in a minute. Live. Okay. So yeah, there's that. Yeah, I saw the video that Alex had done the other day. I saw the video she had done the other day, and I saw the video that. So I think we might have watched. I might have played Self-Taught Beauty on here. I don't remember. Your name plus. Hi. Okay, so all right. So oh yeah, we got time. We got time. I am going to then go ahead and play the Am I? I might be, yeah. So, oh no, you didn't screw anything up. Don't worry, please, Mike. Are you kidding? No. Thank you for telling me about this. Yeah, no, I definitely want to know the updates. And there was an update I was not expecting that kind of surprised me. So thank you. No, don't worry about it. I mean, I make these plans, but I mean, it's cool. They're not set in stone. But I am going to go ahead though and start that video because I do need to get the timestamps, but I can do that on my own time. But I thought that this might be something interesting to do with you guys. So, let me pull up the video. Oh yeah, okay, I already have it pulled up. Move it down here. There we go. Oh, no, wait, wrong one. Okay. Okay, so this video is from June 15th, 2020. And it's titled, "Can we talk about Tati lying for 18 minutes?" It was uploaded to YouTube, to her regular channel, the Without a Crystal Ball one. And yeah, so apparently she talks about Tati lying for 18 minutes. Or she talks about it for an hour, but apparently Tati was, supposedly lying for 18 minutes. You can hear it, right?
Hey everyone, it's Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. I hope you are doing really well.
Cindy D said, "This is KJ from today." No, this is Katie from June 15th, 2020. I'm pretty sure. No, wait, no, I must have that year wrong. This got to be from 2019. I'm sorry. I don't know why I had 2020. Wait, she had purple hair in 2019, right? Not 2020. Yeah, it was 2000. I know it was 2019. Or I don't know. I must put the wrong year in. My bad. You can make a mock duplicate of the KG live where she thinks she got a message from some dude, but you know, there. But I don't know what live you're talking about, though. Was it a recent live? I know there's the live where Keem showed up and was like, you had my support or whatever, and she was like, oh my god, was that really Keem Star? But then the next day, Keem's like, yeah, I gotta take that back. But other than that, I have no idea what you're talking about, but now I'm curious. But I'll keep looking for that. So anyways, yeah, so this is from 2019. I know that it is. So, all right.
It is Saturday night. And in case Scarlett was wondering, I went to Sephora for today. Okay, but I didn't spend a ton. Just so you know, before we get started, I want to show you what I got. I wanted a more, I have the Anastasia Gold Soft Glam, but I really wanted something that had like more neutral colors and more like grays, lighter colors, along with some reds and pinks. So I ended up picking up Let's Gold by Makeup Forever, which is the same company that I use my foundation from. And I tried to stay away from all of the other brands that all those gurus are pushing all over the YouTube. So my eyes are courtesy of Makeup Gold by Makeup Forever, and I'm not sponsoring them. They don't even give a shit about me. I've never been paid for anything. I just like makeup, which is why we're going to talk about Tati lying for 18 minutes straight, y'all. So yesterday I told you that I didn't really want to watch her video because I didn't want her to get my money for the ad revenue of me watching it.
Good night, Claire Bear. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your help. Okay. Good night. Thank you. What am I doing?
So I found a way to watch it. And then I was like, wow, this is so amazing. We need to watch this with my family at Without a Crystal Ball because there are so many lies. You know what's funny? I was on my Twitter this afternoon, and there's like this whole thing right now where they're all trying to like make this new drama now between James Charles and Tati, because apparently Tati brought up the drama again in her video, and she kind of did. And James Charles somehow didn't credit someone for a rainbow look, and apparently that's starting beef with Tati. I don't know why. Drama channels will always find a way to make everything dramatic when it isn't even a thing, but that's just me. On Straight Talk with Katie, we don't really talk about drama. We cycle through the BS and we get it straight to the point and we don't beat around the bush. And when I see some stinkiness, I call it out. And yesterday, if you are into the science stuff, we talked a lot about her vitamins that she launched, and which is a new multivitamin that contains all kinds of wooey crap like boron, that's like totally toxic. And someone on Twitter or in my comments said that boron chelation, and I just want to clarify this, that chelated boron wouldn't be as toxic as regular boron. That's not true. It still contains boron, and it's just has an additive in it to make it more like absorb easier. That's it. It's still boron. Whether or not it's chelated or straight boron, it's still boron, and you shouldn't be taking it. Okay. And then other people were calling me on Twitter a mommy blogger. You know, I think it's funny. Anytime someone wants to insult what I do, it's immediately I'm a mommy blogger. Like that's somehow offensive. Like, you are not really a journalist. You don't really write for Pathios. You really don't host a column. You just like write stories about your kid. I don't know. If any of you read my column, you'll know that I rarely even talk about my kid. Actually, barely at all. Sometimes if I'm doing some like advocacy on there, I might talk about him. But other than that, I really don't. My column has nothing to do with my son. We don't share my life on my column. My column is literally about debunking pseudoscience and talking about current events and talking about trending things and calling out liars and talking about crime and, you know, talking about celebrity goop and whatever, you know, anything I'm feeling the need to talk about. It's certainly not my son, but I love when people think they're insulting me by calling me a mommy blogger, because it's really not that insulting. There's lots of mommy bloggers that make a ton of money. And just because you're a mommy blogger, that doesn't mean that your viewpoint is like any less relevant than anybody else. Call out to all the mommy bloggers out there. I'm just not one of them. I never wanted to be a mommy blogger. I don't like to come up with listicles and talking about, you know, crafts. And there's people that do that stuff, but I do not do that. Come spend some time on Pathios and you'll see that I literally don't do mommy blogging. Okay. So yesterday we talked about the pseudoscience in this stuff. I know there's really nothing wrong with being a mommy anything. Exactly, Rachel. Yes. All right. We're going to do some fun stuff. Now, I have put all of her videos on ×2 because listening to Tanya talk for any length of time, because she drones on and on and on, is really like needles to my eyeballs. And I just felt like it would be faster and quicker if we just watched it ×2. And I added some graphics so that it's more pleasing to the eye than having to just look at her just straight like face, because I don't know, she's always so glammed up and I don't know. I wanted to soften things a little bit. I don't know. Anyway, so yesterday, Miss Tati came on to the YouTube to address what happened at Halo last month. A lot of stuff has been going on at Halo, you guys, a lot, like shipping stuff, which she says is related to switching from FedEx to DHL. And then now she's at a new shipping company, but she had to move everything. And it was really hard because at the same time, they got an influx of orders they never could have anticipated. So all of it was a perfect storm. And I'm going to save you the like dribble about the, like we shouldn't even have to talk about the stuff going into the dribble about the shipping, because really, who cares? I really don't care about your stupid shipping problems. What interested me more is when she starts talking about why she had so many new orders, you guys. I want your opinion if you believe her on this, because this is so stinky. It smells like a turd sandwich. Let me get the video popped.
Okay, where is it? Frank says, did anyone see the Reddit where they were saying they couldn't find a record of her actual college degree? I haven't seen her college degree or anything, but I did find the graduation program. It was uploaded somewhere online. I don't remember where. I could see if I could find it again. But it was her graduating class from college, and she was listed as graduating with a bachelor's degree in liberal arts, Spanish studies degree or whatever. So, I mean, according to that, she did graduate. I don't know.
Up here, I gotta find it. Somehow I closed it out. Okay. So we're gonna start at around 3 minutes. It takes her like, okay, so at half speed, it takes her 6 minutes to talk about the shipping issues, which is literally nuts. Wait, crap. I love that I'm great and giving. I love Halo, but
No, not 2-year degree. SC Johnson has 2-year, no, 4-year degree, bachelor's degree. That's what it said. I mean, she didn't like graduate with honors or anything special. She didn't have any other accreditations or anything attributed to her. It was just the 4-year liberal arts degree in Spanish studies, which I don't know. It just kind of seems like a waste of money. You know, she's not even doing anything with it. I don't know. Cool, thanks for that info. However, it would be funny. Yeah, it would be. I hear you. I don't like having to give information that kind of, supports her or, supports anything she claims. But, I did find the program. I did. I can try and find it again. But, yeah. She had to be, yeah. That's what it said. I can speed it up again.
Somehow I closed it out. Okay.
Go away.
So we're gonna start at around 3 minutes. It takes her like, okay, so at half speed, it takes her 6 minutes to talk about the shipping issues, which is literally nuts. Wait, crap. I love that I'm great and giving. I love Halo, but man, what are we gonna take, Hold on. Okay, here it is. Okay, so at 1 minute 19 seconds, so she dribbled down about shipping for several minutes, but now we're gonna go into the reason why Tati says she had a spike in sales last month. Okay, a spike. Let's talk. So for the customers, you don't want to be like, oh my gosh, I love Halo, but man, what are we going to take, as much time, every single time I order, that's not how it is. We have a wonderful customer service team. What ended up happening also is that the next phase of the story is just like this. Jane Dawson very graciously and unexpectedly posted it right after endorsing our product. Sales literally went like that, while we're in the middle of trying to quietly, have tractor trailers of product crisscross the nation and get to new fulfillment centers and get everybody feeling comfortable with our product and shipping it out. And just like that new move-in kind of feeling is the same. Like I keep comparing it to moving a house. It's very much the same. We don't want there to be flaws in shipping, we don't want there to be delays in shipping, but when you have an influx of orders and no one could have seen coming, it happened. So that's part of it. And if everyone's doing the math, yes, all of this went down
during a lot of drama. And for those of you that think anything of last month was manufactured to create more sales, sadly, you're mistaken. That was emotional. That was pure emotion. And yes, I did talk about Halo in that video because I felt it was necessary to talk about how I don't pay money to influencers to promote my product. But I'm really proud of the fact that I put as much as I possibly can.
I'm guessing she sped Tati up. That's why Tati was going like rabbit there. So I slowed it down for when she's talking.
And into the formula. It was at the tail end of that video. It was not the whole video. And that video was emotional. It was just pure emotion. It was absolutely not the right time for me to have an increase of sales. So I want to share that part of the story with you guys so that you really, really understand that forecasting with a company, especially one that sells supplements like Halo does, is so important because of how we order ingredients and how we're scaling. And I would have never thought that we would have that spike in sales from Shane. And it came from Shane. Like I can go in and see exactly where he posted and like where sales were coming from. It actually did not come from the other video, like a lot of people were speculating, but just the buzz around the brand as a whole. It felt very crazy during this very crazy time that a lot of you did not know about. I've done everything I can to keep working really, really hard and smart and move forward and make sure that everyone is heard, understood, they're having a good experience, and we're making sure that is going to happen for every single customer. So I want you guys to hear me on that one. You matter to me, and moving forward, shipping delays are not going to be an issue because we've already changed location. Even if you've ordered and been frustrated, thank you for giving me a chance to correct it. You matter to me, and my business matters to me, and growing Halo matters to me, and doing it the right way matters. So
okay, you guys, did you hear that? It was really fast. But here's what she said, you guys. She said that Shane Dawson, the same man that did the Jeffrey video where he like completely fangirled on Jeffrey and like it was like Jeffrey's redemption video, remember? She says a thing that he shared on Twitter, a before and after photo, is why she had a spike in sales. And she could see immediately from his post on the Twitter that increased the sales. And it had nothing to do with the other video, you guys. This photo is what she says got her all of the sales. That photo. Now, when I looked at that photo, it was shared. Let me take a look. It was shared.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Oops, Siri's trying to ask me a question. It was retweeted 17,000 times. It had 271,000 likes, and it had 2,500 comments. Conversely, my sister had 48 million views and got a relatively unknown beauty influencer who was only really known on the YouTube world, never heard of her, never really talked about in the tabloids, nobody gave a shit about her, who suddenly shows up on BuzzFeed, People Magazine, hell, CNN even did a story about her, NBC News did a story about her. Who else did a story on her? Like literally everyone. If you do a Google search of Tati, you can see on the day she dropped that video just how many people talked about her and how long her name stayed in the news, and her vitamins were referenced in nearly every one of the stories. But Tanya wants you to believe that a video by Shane Dawson, BoothTube, is actually another YouTuber that makes dumb like docuseries type videos, and he is really has a very sketchy past. He thinks he's super funny. He has like 20 million YouTuber views, and he is legit like so lame, and he fangirls over these beauty influencers. I do not know why. He's not funny. His videos aren't interesting, and I don't like him. But that's just me. He's done skits with blackface. He's done stuff where he's like pretending to be like ghetto, where he's like making like ghetto, you know, like who says ghetto anyway? And then he says like, but that's like the thing is he's trying to be ghetto, and he dresses like girls that live in that area. And it's just really, he just does really stupid stuff. But he's grown. He's grown, you guys. He's so grown. So let's talk about what she just said. She just said that Shane's Twitter picture is what got her all the sales. Does anyone agree? Does anybody in my live chat, does anybody agree with that? Does anyone actually think her sales came from Shane Dawson, from that photo? Do you really think her sales came from Shane Dawson? Nope, I don't either. Lucky for you, she also said in her video that she didn't actually talk about the vitamins that much. That's actually a lie. She discussed them in the beginning where she talked about her IG video related to the vitamins. She talked about it again when she referenced Gabriel Zamora and the vitamins. And then she made up this crazy lie in the Bye Sister video. In the Bye Sister video, and this is totally off top, like totally not related to what we're going to talk about, but it tells you what level she'll talk to you about lying. She says that James reached out to her first, which isn't true. There's actually like proof that she reached out to James first. And second, she said that she became friends with James pre-CoverGirl. That isn't true. James, before he moved to LA because his
I missed that. Wait a minute.
And it was after he was already an ambassador and signed with CoverGirl as the first male model.
God damn it. Wrong button. Shit. All right, I remember where I left off.
To what we're going to talk about, but it tells you what level she'll I don't either. Lucky for you, she also said in her video that she's so grown. So let's talk about what she just said. She just said that Shane's Twitter picture is what got her all the sales. Does that?
I'm not muted, right? Okay. Where is it? Where's the comment? Christy, Clint Adams says, did KJ just say dresses like girls from that area? How racist. Let me know if you think I need to rewind more to hear that or not. Because I want to hear that and take down the timestamp.
Does anyone agree? Does anybody in my live chat, does anybody agree with that? Does anyone actually think her sales came from Shane Dawson from that photo? Do you really think her sales came from Shane Dawson? Nope, I don't either. Lucky for you, she also said in her video that she didn't actually talk about the vitamins that much. That's actually a lie. She discussed them in the beginning where she talked about her IG video related to the vitamins. She seemed to be like ghetto, where he's like making like ghetto, you know, like who says ghetto anyway? And then he says like, but that's like the thing is he's trying to be ghetto, and he dresses like girls that live in that area, and it's just really, he just does really stupid stuff.
What am I, 13?
But he's grown, you guys. He's so grown. So videos, and he is really has a very sketchy past. He thinks he's super funny. He has like 20 million YouTuber views, and he is legit like so lame, and he fangirls over these beauty influencers. I do not know why. He's not funny. His videos aren't interesting, and I don't like him. But that's just me. He's done skits with blackface. He's done stuff where he's like pretending to be like ghetto, where he's like making like ghetto, you know, like who says ghetto anyway? And then he says,
okay, and she's talking about Shane Dawson here, right? Correct?
Like, but that's like the thing is he's trying to be ghetto, and he dresses like girls that live in that area, and it's just really, he just does really stupid stuff. But he's grown. He's grown, you guys. He's so grown. So let's talk about what she just said. She just said that Shane's Twitter picture is what got her all the sales. Does anyone agree? Does anybody in my live chat, does anybody agree with that? Does anyone actually think her sales came from Shane Dawson from that photo? Do you really think her sales came from Shane Dawson? Nope, I don't either. Lucky for you, she also said in her video that she didn't actually talk about the vitamins that much. That's actually a lie. She discussed them in the beginning where she talked about her IG video related to the vitamins. She talked about it again when she referenced Gabriel Zamora and the vitamins. And then she made up this crazy lie in the Bi Sister video. In the Bi Sister video, and this is totally off, like totally not related to what we're going to talk about, but it tells you what level she'll talk to you about lying. She says that James reached out to her first, which isn't true. There's actually like proof that she reached out to James first. And second, she said that she became friends with James pre-CoverGirl. That isn't true. James, before he moved to LA because his contract with CoverGirl, and it was after he was already an ambassador and signed with CoverGirl as the first male model that they met. James was already established, already had a following. He was new to YouTube, but he was not new to media at all. But she wanted you to believe in the Bi Sister video that she met him pre-CoverGirl, and that's just not even true. In fact, James, people told me that he and her met well after he had a contract with CoverGirl. Okay, so let's talk about how she said so in that clip too, she said, I only talked about the vitamins related to not paying for influencers. Well, let's just listen to what Tati said in her video. Okay, Tanya, sorry, I'm Tanya. Tanya is her birth name.
You want to somehow has a security issue, and imagine you're contact him today, you know, friends. No company by the way, have extra, handle causes that cost thousands of there's a piece, like just in case, there's a value there and there's a value exchange. Like Gabriel's correct about that. Brands know what they're doing, and that leads me to believe that this was orchestrated beforehand. But he had emotional conflict because of me and promises he made to me behind the scenes. So he had to come up with a very clever story, and it didn't tell me right when he got back, but after the little bit was posted on their launch day. That part felt super, super shady to me, and it was so quickly like glazed over, and then it hopped back into I've had the most stressful week of my life with boys, and I have so much anxiety, and it's like, dude, like. Oh my God, you saw me during my launch. You know what happened. You know about the coordinated event that happened. You were with me. You know what I went through to bring everything to life, the risk involved in going into a category that no one wants to get into because it's so hard and challenging. And it's not a palette. It's not something that people buy multiples of. People are not going to buy a hair vitamin from over here and one from over here because that would be too much for your system to handle. So when you pair up with my number one competitor, it's embarrassing to me. It's going to crush my business now. But it's embarrassing. And you know that because things I've had to deal with in the past. And
Okay, so far, have you heard her say anything about influencers and giving them sponsorships? No, actually, this is like 2 minutes of her video where she's talking about how she's embarrassed because James supported the competing brand, her number one competitor, which you guys is such a crock of shit. Like, Sugar Bear Hair is a way bigger company than Halo, humongous in comparison. It would be like saying my biggest competitor is, I don't know, PewDiePie. You guys, it's embarrassing if you support my biggest competitor, PewDiePie. I can't believe you would support him. It's like in that stratosphere. 95 million subscribers. I've got 4,500. You know, it's embarrassing if you would support PewDiePie. How dare you? So far, she has said nothing about influencers. In fact, now she's just sounding vindictive and angry that he supported this brand.
why not? And these types of subscribers, like bikini eggs, they don't like spread. I'll do So stick with that. Stick to what you speak. Practice what you preach. You say that you're the realist. You can't be bought. Well, you just were. I don't think you were in a dangerous situation. I really, really don't. You know fair well how crowds are. So if you did think there was going to be a dangerous situation, I think you would have brought your own security. You have the millions and millions and millions in your account to do that because you are the first person to overshare your finances with everybody. You know, I tell you guys, like, I can't be bought in any situation. I would have left. A lot of people are like, what was he supposed to do? It's dangerous. It's like, leave, go home. It's a couple days of your life. It'll happen again next year for insecurity next time. Have some loyalty to that fan base who's put all that money into your bank account instead of lying to them. Because you say you don't like the brand. You, I'm sure, haven't tried the product for more than a week because they offered you that deal on the spot at Coachella, and 9 days later you had the story. So you hadn't even tried it for a full month. Do better research. Melatonin over time, not great for you. Look into the formula before you promote it, which I also thought was really strange because the reason that James always said that.
Okay, and this is another part that's totally unrelated, but she's talking about how melatonin over time is not good and you should look into that. Like every time I encourage you, in fact, dare you to go into her videos where she talks about vitamins, and she always shades companies for the claims that they make related to their products. So now she's shading melatonin, and then in her Pure 100 Shades video, she shaded their claims that the makeup was somehow going to help with blue light. Blue light. Does anyone know what her new multivitamins are going to do? They're supposed to help you with blue light. So like she shades everyone, but then when she says it's going to help, it's only because she can help, not anyone else. It's nuts.
My channel is like, you know, please change on this. You sold out me. They ruined my friendship. They lied to me. The story. You knew this would be embarrassing for me. No, our relationship is not transactional. I have never asked you for anything in return. You should have walked away. You should have held on to your integrity. You're a phony. I know that now. I know that you're easily bought, that a good time is more important to you than your integrity. And if everybody's like, oh, come on, a 10-second ad, it means nothing. If it meant nothing, they would have just said, have the security and safety. Don't worry about us. But no, there was a negotiation and I do this and you do that because there's value there. So when you think about the millions that he has on Instagram, that swipe up, that call to action, him saying that he's had anxiety and this has helped him sleep, which no, he didn't say it was an anxiety pill, but I think alluding to that to children with a vitamin that looks like a gummy bear that tastes like candy, like my mind is freaking blown, you guys, because I don't think marketing sleep pills to children is like a good idea at all. I would never do that ever in a million years. Bad role modeling, I really believe that as we evolve, whether it's cosmetics, technology.
Okay, again, she's talking about her vitamins here, and it's not related to influencers. She's talking about how she would never like promote her vitamins to children, and that's irresponsible. And again, this has nothing to do with what? With influencers. And then in her previous video, she literally said she talked only about influencers. Okay. And this is like still, we're like 4 minutes of her talking about these pills. 4 minutes.
Technology, nutraceuticals, you know, everybody's always gonna try and improve what once was. So for me, Halo Brand was trying to do is already said yes. I wanted to dial in a formula that worked. I've never sent out PR. I've never bought an ad. I don't do that, A, because I don't want to. My product is good enough on its own, and we're selling like hotcakes. Like I don't need to at this point. As we grow, maybe I will, but that's not where my spend is. Like I'm not gonna put $100,000 into an Instagram post for someone to jam a pill in their mouth and smile that probably isn't taking it. I'd rather put that $100,000 into research and creating a really dope product that people really love, and that's why they come back for more. So that's my standard when it comes to building my business and my brand, and that's my thought process when I'm.
Seriously, when someone's like in the supplement industry, can you take someone seriously when they say, I want to create?
When I put, because she has Tati sped up, I put Tati on 0.75 or whatever, or I don't know, it's slower than normal speed. So when Katie comes on, she just sounds like she's so drunk when she comes on. It's funny. I can't help but to laugh.
Create a really dope product. When I think of my health, dope is not the word I would use. And still, she talked about the influencers for literally 2 seconds.
I want to work. I want to you guys, and I just think that swipe up with a tracking code and hashtag ad that had to stay up for 24 hours, by the way. I think that was planned out, and I'm not good with that. Like, use your man to the best. You know how much it would hurt. I told you, like, I texted you, hey, I'll give you a sponsorship if you want one. Like, don't do this, it will hurt me. And kept it up for 24 hours. Of course I didn't want to call you back. But then you go and post an apology and you can't even mention my brand name. Like, I'm not an idiot. I know what contracts look like. I know what the exclusivities look like. And it just smelled rotten to me. And it just
Okay, so she would never pay a sponsorship, but she just admitted that she would pay a sponsorship because she said that she doesn't have to use sponsorships because her products are so dope that they sell like hotcakes without them. But see, you guys, she uses her channel to advertise and push products, and she doesn't use FTC disclaimers telling you that they're advertisements. Like, for instance, her video yesterday where she did the launch, technically there should have been a disclaimer that it was an advertisement for her product. There was no such disclaimer for the FTC. I have a screenshot of her description that shows zero disclosure, and the FDA requires that when you advertise that you would have to disclose that these products are not approved or endorsed to treat, cure, or prevent a disease, which, by the way, she never said in her video yesterday that these were not approved by the FDA to treat anything. She made a lot of claims and she provided no disclaimers. Anyone watching it would not know it's an advertisement. Anyone watching it would not know that these are not approved by the FDA.
I'm gonna fall off the heels of me finding out about ways you've been behaving delivery with for your money and make me the villain and go around and circulate a story to work on your side, saying that I'm loving the drama because it's improving sales. That's not the case. You're my family. I love you still. This is not about money at all. Like, at all. I feel like I've said my piece. I don't know what's gonna happen next, to be honest, you know.
That was like the fakest tears I've ever seen, and she couldn't even really cry. It was like so scripted there. It's always okay. So we just watched that, and I want you to like think of this with me. She says in the other video that she only talked about influencers and the importance of influencers not paying for sponsorships. But we just listened to her talk about Sugar Bear Hair, her number one competitor, her dope vitamins, what she was going to do with Halo vitamins, all the things that she had planned for her business, why the things that she was going to launch. There was a lot of things here that to me don't really add up. I think we have a liar, hands on fire, but that is just me. I always say I can smell a lie like a fart in the car, and this fart is wafting into my mouth, and I'm gagging on it because she's lying. So there's absolutely no reason to believe that anything that she's saying here is actually true. And I think Tanya is a really good liar in all of this. She doesn't disclose that she consistently lies where she doesn't disclose.
Did she just say in a video that she's eating Tati's farts? I mean, that's what she fucking said, isn't it? Oh my god. Oh god, what's the timestamp on that? 23, 24. All right.
Into my mouth, and I'm gagging on it because she's lying. So there's absolutely no reason to believe. I think we have a liar, hands on fire, but that is just me. I always say I can smell a lie like a fart in the car, and this fart is wafting into my mouth, and I'm gagging on it because she's lying. So there's absolutely no reason to believe that anything that she's saying here is actually true. And I think Tanya is a really good liar in all of this. She doesn't disclose that she consistently lies where she doesn't disclose that she is endorsing products, or that she says she reviews but doesn't get PR, or she's not being paid for her reviews. I don't know. I'm sorry. Nobody's that altruistic, period. Sorry, guys. It's not how it works. So I don't know. When I watched the video, I was like, she seriously wants you to believe that Shane's video is really what made all of those things sell. All right, let's continue on to the vitamins, because that was just the part about the sister. Now she's going to start lying about the vitamins, okay? Let's have fun.
To share with you guys a new product. It's a multivitamin. It is for body and brain, which is why we call it the body and brain booster. It's not designated down one avenue. What this is something that will help you with many avenues of your health. So we have the Halo Beauty, his daily multi body and brain booster. And it has a new lid. Is that not so cute? It's a gunmetal lid for his. And then we have the hers, which is the her daily multi body and brain booster. And it has the original champagne lid. So there's minor differences in each formula, and we did that because women versus men require different levels of vitamins, and it was important that we paid attention to that. There's also one ingredient difference in the hers versus his. The his contains maca, and the hers contains rosehip, which is in kiwi and is also in hair, skin, nails, and it is a beautiful antioxidant. You take one a day. And
okay, first off, I want to tell you a secret about maca. Maca is like the number one fraud root used for erectile dysfunction. Harvard actually did an article which talked about if you see a product using maca with it, then the product probably, here, I'll show you. Oops, hold on a second. This was in my video yesterday, but oops, where is it? Oh, anyways, never mind. I lied. Maca root is not literally done anything, and it's the #1 scam used for erectile dysfunction. Now, she says on Halo Beauty that this will increase your sexual energy and your sexual drive, which it's shown to increase sexual activity in like mice. I don't know how that would translate to adults, but either way, what we're looking at here is maca is fraudy, 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 fraud. Okay, don't buy the maca. And really, who cares about the champagne caps? Like seriously, when I'm buying vitamins, I don't give a flying butt what the cap color is.
And it goes hand in hand beautifully with either kiwi or hair skin nails. So a lot of you guys were emailing and you were asking like, hey, can I take my multivitamin with the original Halo hair skin nails? Hey, can I take my multivitamin with kiwi? And more often than not, the answer would be like, yes, of course. But to me, the better answer was to create a product that was a perfect fit, that complemented the ingredients in both original hair skin nails and kiwi, where you're not getting too much of any one thing, where you're getting a very balanced amount, where everything works hand in hand, which is something that I speak about in both, the original formula and in kiwi, that we developed the product to not just have this like checklist of ingredients, but to have the ingredients actually work in harmony and benefit one another, so that when they're taken together, they're stronger. And I think that's important to point out.
Okay, I didn't know Tanya was a doctor. When did Tanya become a doctor where she actually knew what works together and what blends together and what is working in harmony? I want to do a side by.
Does anyone else just get like super annoyed every time she calls Tati Tanya? I mean, I know that she says that she discovered or whatever that her birth name, whatever, was Tanya. Okay, fine, that may be the case, okay? But people change their name all the time. People change their name, and they especially change their name, like if they're changing genders too. So I just feel like, I know that Tati's obviously not transgendered, okay? I get that. She went from Tammy to Tanya, or Tati, I got that. Or Tanya to Tati, I get that. But it still seems like a real big insult, like a slap in the face. Like, I'm not going to acknowledge this person that you're trying to be, that you're working towards becoming, or that you have changed or became to be. I'm not going to acknowledge that. I'm going to keep referring to you to the person that you used to be for whatever reason. That's just a real dick move, I think. I don't know. It's my opinion.
By side comparison, so you can actually see what is in the ingredient sheets of these, because she seems to think that these are going to work in harmony together side by side, except there's lots of there's some duplicates here, and you don't really need this many vitamins. Plus the amount of biotin that's in her that's in her hair, skin, and nails is so much, and there's a reason why people are getting acne, because you don't need that much biotin, and if you have that much biotin, you will break out. So this is her hair, skin, and nails fact sheet. Look at all that crap in there. Lots of stuff you don't need. It's got rose hip in here. So you're gonna get double the rose hip, which by the way, rose hip literally does nothing. This has grapeseed oil, saw palmetto. Oh my God, so many botanicals, which by the way, botanicals are not approved. There's zero dietary guidelines because we don't need them. And there's no scientific evidence that these do anything. So that is what is in so you can see it has vitamin C in it, vitamin D3, vitamin B, vitamin B2, vitamin B6, biotin, zinc, copper, and manganese. And then, oops. Where is it? I got to find the fact sheet for this one. There it is. So this would give you 75 milligrams of vitamin C, where the other one was already giving you 100% of vitamin C. You guys, you don't need that much vitamin C. So if you're going to take in that much vitamin C is water soluble. So after 100%, your body's just going to pee out that excess vitamin C. You're not going to need that much vitamin C. She's also going to give you extra vitamin B1, B2, B6, which again, if you take extra of it, it's just going to pee out. So it's not going to give you anything extra. There's vitamin D is not water soluble. And in fact, too much vitamin D is not a good thing because it can store in your body. So she's going to basically overdose you on vitamin D. You're going to get 100% with this one, and you're going to get 1,000 IUs. 1,000 IUs. That's a ton. You're going to get.
Okay, what Dr. Katie here is failing to recognize is that something like it's a ridiculous amount of adults in the United States, anyways, that are low in vitamin D, like very low in vitamin D. I mean, for whatever reason, they don't consume enough of it. They're not outside often. They're stuck at work. They're in the house, whatever. We don't get much. I mean, I don't think I've had an adequate number of vitamin D in my body like ever since I became an adult. Like seriously, I'm always told I'm low on it. Everyone I know is on vitamin D supplements. So I mean, I don't. This is why people like who aren't like I don't know licensed maybe or just educated should not discuss these matters. Like
get 350% of your vitamin D. Your body can't absorb all of that. So it's going to end up storing in your body, which isn't good. Not good at all. And this one has vitamin A in it. Vitamin A is also not water soluble, and you actually get vitamin A through like food. And so if you have a vitamin that has 100% of vitamin A, that's not good either, because you can actually have vitamin A toxicity as well. And most vitamins will not include 100% of vitamin A because it is not water soluble and it can store.
exactly. Where to go? I want to put it up there. Oh, damn it! You went away from me. Okay. So Maya Nova says, KJ just said she didn't know Tati was a doctor, but then KJ goes on to say, you don't need that much biotin. So KJ can play doctor, but Tati can't say these vitamins works together. Exactly. One Catherine fan here, how cute. Who's a Catherine fan? Hi, take a look at Reddit. She did dox people again. If it's talked about, can you tell me about what time mark she is vital? This is true. I don't know who you're talking about, Tanya. Oh. What am I? Yeah, I'm low in vitamin D. I have vitamin D deficient. It's like almost every adult is. I don't know. Did you see what KJ apparently read on Instagram Live tonight? No, I didn't, Nikki. Wait, what happened? I live in the tropics, and a lot of people here are vitamin D deficient because it's so hot outside. Yeah. Plus, vegans need to take vitamin B or get an injection. Yep. KJ tonight on Instagram. She doxed someone? No, Nikki. Nikki says Duggar essay report from what people said on Twitter. Like the sisters? Their report? I thought that part of that was already out, but I'm thinking this might be something else. She read out the police report on the Duggar girls. It's pretty bad, apparently. Holy shit. Wow. I'm guessing that Instagram isn't up anymore, so I have to see if someone found it or someone grabbed it.
Store in your body, and it can damage your liver and your kidneys. So she's just dosing you up on tons of vitamins. And you know what's really scary is because the way supplements are done these days in the United States, there's no clinical testing. And so you can just slap together a product and call it a vitamin and throw it on the market, and nobody's ever tried it and determined if it actually is safe, if there's side effects. I mean, that's scary. There's no one regulating these products, so there's no way to know if there's other things in there, if the ingredients that are on the label actually match what's in the actual tablet. It's kind of ugh. When you guys put this stuff in your mouth, you're putting this at your own risk, and you're hoping these companies aren't lying to you.
Being the best version of yourself, your own I feel, starts from the inside out. So a lot of you guys heard me say that I'm going to start with vitamin because it's the inside out beauty. It's that first layer. It's like the primer to your health. It is like filling in all those rough edges with nutrition that you might not be getting every single day. Because a lot of us do not adhere to a picture perfect diet. You just don't. You have days where, you know, there's no time and you have fast food, or there's a meal you skipped, or you ate a little bit too much of one altogether, and you did too much dessert, too much hot, and you're thinking about it, and missing out on nutrients that you need. And overall, if you get a picture of your health, a multivitamin, regardless of how you feel about hair vitamin, skin vitamin, you know, you do you want to value your health, recharge yourself. But when it comes to that baseline need, I think multivitamin is something that everyone can benefit from. Make sure you change your primary physician if you have any questions about a particular supplement being okay for any existing medical issues you have. You know your body better than I do or any other company does, and you need to take care of yourself first. So make sure that you are talking to your doctors if you take other medicines. This is multivitamin. There's nothing crazy in here that would be having interactions. Like out of safety and caution, I do encourage that if you are taking medication that you always touch base with your doctor.
Okay, that's not true. Many of the vitamins do interact with your medications. And so when she tells you that it's not that big of a deal and that you should just talk to your doctor, you know your body better than anyone else, rose hip extract can actually
You see how
counteract
this is full of
diabetes
getting
insulin and can cause
together?
people to go into diabetic lows. It can affect people that take medication for anemia
No, I
and for
didn't.
sickle cell disease and lead to strokes. It can cause respiratory issues. There's a lot of things going on here that she.
Oh, I don't know. My microphone was on too. Karen says, "Did you see how news sources quoted how Katie leaked the Duggar's wedding link and photos? There were several." No, I didn't. Were they when they were talking about it, when they mentioned it, like were they saying it like an like they're grateful? Like, did they sound grateful that Katie had leaked this information, or did they sound like dude, this chick's like reckless? Please play her. I don't have her Instagram. It's not up either. Check Mrs. All right, I'll check her. It was the one that was released by In Touch a while ago. People were calling her out, though, asking why she felt the need to read it out loud again for the 100th time. Yeah. It's on Mrs. Kara's channel, apparently, if you wanted to watch after. Okay. At least now you know it's not unethical since KJ did it. Well, I mean, it's not really. I don't think it's completely unethical because, I mean, it has been out for years, but I don't feel great about it. I don't care to hear any of the report. I just want to hear her commentary or whatever. My doctor puts me on prescription vitamin D, which is super high amounts because so many people are. Yeah, my doctor gives me the 1 month pill one or whatever. The thing's huge, but like it's supposed to work for the whole month. I don't know. All right, so I'll check on Mrs. Care. And yep, 4-6, right? That's today. Okay. Well, it looks like there's only like 8 minutes here, though, of it. That should be enough, though. I don't know which one it is. Oh, there we go. Okay. I was joking. Okay. Hi, EKC. She reread the report about Duggar Girls. Remember how she felt about her report, but as an advocate, she uses her best judgment. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Why? What was she doing? Why was she doing this? I don't know why. I mean, was there something? Was it like an anniversary or something? Was there something that made this related today, like relative? I mean, that sounded very loud. What the hell are they doing? They all said that W leaked it from her source that she said she had. She was the first to leak the wedding photo publicly. What a scumbag. She was trying to find the part where the kids mentioned blanket training, corporal punishment by the parents, but she lost track of that thought and just started reading the It's like anything to just go after and hurt this family. Anything. And I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, the whole thing with the report and everything that happened, yeah, it's messed up. It really is. But let it sit in the past. Unless the family or the victims bring it back up again, then shut the hell up again. It's not your job to bring it up. Oh, my house is making noise. Okay, I'm gonna play it. I think. Where is it? Okay.
People more aware, which is what you're doing, Katie. And thank you for that. You're doing a great job, honey.
Well,
Really.
thanks.
Okay.
I have like a Duggar pile coming up, like a
Oh my
hot,
God.
like
I love Duggar. Oh, do you know?
guys pile? It's like all the gossip from the weekend because all we've been talking about is Katie, but there's been so much that I've had to go through and dig through, and like you don't have anyone announcing it, and so you don't have the to like.
I mean, I see other things on the side, like people saying, I don't think Jill and Derek were there at the wedding. And I'm like, well, I don't know you and I don't believe you. I have to wait for Katie. She'll tell us, you know, and I don't know. But because there's no known photos of them there or whatever. I'm like, no.
Where's Frank says this looks like it's midstream, and maybe this is the video though that's uploaded to Mrs. Care's channel. So I'm gonna play it, see what happens. If it's not there, then I can try to find it elsewhere. But this is all I have at my disposal right now. Ever.
Right. There's not, I mean, I think Jill and Derek were there. I think I could see them in the audience. And then Peter and Jeremy were there. And I think people get confused because they like, oh, Jill's in a photo, so it means everything's good. No, it's like you go to a
with it.
family, it doesn't mean that everything is healed and back to normal and restored. Like,
yeah, I agree. Tifa says, I wonder why deep down inside she is going after the Duggars so hard. There has to be a reason. They're just living their lives. Katie is the only one flapping her lips about nonsense. And it's true. She is going after them, you know, particularly harder than normal. Like, I think the last time I seen her really go after someone like this was like Micah. This is way over the top. And sorry, Frank, if you're grumpy tomorrow. Sorry.
you're still going to love your siblings, even if you don't like them.
And you want to be there for them when they get married, like they were there for you, you know.
Well, yeah, I mean, she basically raised these little boys.
Exactly. That's right. Very true. She was their mother.
Yes.
Exactly. All right, Katie, I'll let you go. I know you're probably, you know, busy.
Okay.
All right.
I have to make this thumbnail.
Okay, make the thumbnail. Take care. All right, bye-bye.
Okay, this new feature, you guys, I can't even figure out how to make you go away.
Yeah, this is okay.
But as long as this cult is on TV and people think it's a normal family, you can't leave it alone. You just can't. You have to be able to still talk about it. And when I'm talking about my experience as a Catholic, my experience, were all my experiences at the Catholic Church bad? No. I had so much fun at my confirmation retreat. I made so many friends through the church.
Okay. She had a confirmation retreat, she says, okay? But remember her story about confession, about the sacrament of reconciliation? She says that she had no warning. She didn't even know what a sin was. She was explaining that day what a sin was, a mortal sin. And she was thrown into the confession booth until she had to confess her sins and everything. She made it sound like she was just some innocent kid doing nothing wrong who was just like picked up off the street and thrown in a confession booth and said, you're a sinner. Now tell us your sins. That's what she made it sound like. Don't tell me that you did not go through classes of learning about what sins are and confession is and learning the steps and everything and having to memorize the freaking act of contrition, okay? Don't tell me you didn't go through this, but then you went to a retreat for confirmation. No, don't. You're just making up stories now just to fit your mood or the situation to whatever spins the image you want to project. It's ridiculous.
There's not every part of my upbringing that was bad. It's just the really bad moments made it so that I couldn't be there anymore. Catholic is legalism, so is the IFB. Maybe that's why I can identify with it, because of the legalistic aspect of it.
I read a couple of your past comments, Belinda Paul. I know you're saying, what was it, about how they don't live a quiet life or something? Let me find it. Well, the Duggars don't just quietly live their lives, though. They are active advocates against other people's human rights. And they are, you're right. You're absolutely right. And they don't live a quiet life. They don't. I mean, whether they're advocates against or for anything is one thing, but they don't live a quiet life regardless. They are out in the public eye. They are living their lives. They have a reality show, you know, and then there's, you know, them being assholes. Yes, absolutely. So, I mean, I understand exactly why people talk about them and why people make videos about them and all that. And I understand why Katie does too. But what I don't understand though is why she's going at them so freaking hard lately. I mean, they're not doing anything new, are they? I mean, they're not, like you said, that they're active advocates against, you know, the rights of others. They've always been that though, right? I mean, they're not doing anything new or anything especially disgusting. I mean, I that's why it just seems like she's going after them for some reason, but it just seems like I don't know what the reason is. I mean, it can't be that, otherwise she would have done it before, right? Um, Belinda Paul, I know Catholics aren't concerned with legalism. Gothard is, but not all IFB sects. What about legalism? Saying I saw that, and I just want to point out that they're Christians, not Catholic. There's a difference. Just trying to get into stuff. Yeah, it could be. That could be it. You're right. It could be like real no, you know, driving force that's behind this other than just her greed. In fact, that's probably what makes the most sense, I think. So that was just, wow. You got to be pretty sick with greed, though, to have it drive you that far. Nova says KJ left the church because she used them all up and got all these donations they gave her, and they probably called her out and said they weren't giving them any more charity, in my opinion. Yeah, that could be it. Because it brings her the most views, and she's seeing she can say whatever and not get sued. Cells should reach out to them. Yeah. Christ. Ah.
All religions are effectively man-made. The only thing that really should matter is if you do believe is your relationship with God. I've always believed you don't need to have someone tell you how to believe in God.
What does she mean effectively man-made? Yes, they all are man-made. Effectively man-made. Who else made them then?
All right. I don't know. She can't figure out how to exit.
Oh.
You're still on.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I did try out a non-Catholic church. Several. But it wouldn't matter. Sometimes when you have an experience where you're that scarred, you don't have to find something else to replace it. And when I went to another church, nothing fixed that. You know, the experience was what it was. There was no amount of erasing what I had gone through. It was just a part of my story. And everybody has a part of their story. Clearly, I have thoughts on religion, but it's not my place to tell you what to believe. It's not my place to say you shouldn't believe. I believe that Christians that are peaceful, that practice their faith peacefully, are fine. I have no problem with them. If you're not pushing or espousing your faith and using it to hurt other people and tell people that you're better than them or to make people feel like they're less than you, and you're doing your faith in a way that's just for you to have a better relationship with God and live a life that you feel fulfilled in, that's fine. It's when we start dictating how other people live and deciding what other people should do with their time and their bodies. That's not okay in my book. We just need to be like, this person's crazy. This faith person's nuts. Y'all would like defend sex abusers if it just meant that you could disagree with me. That's what I think the weird thing is about my haters. They'll defend men that literally rape children if it means they can be contrarian to what I'm doing.
I've literally never seen or heard anyone who dislikes her defend people like that. Never. Never. She's full of shit. I was just on Twitter though, and Mrs. does have it, but she hasn't uploaded it yet. I guess she's having a hard time getting it up or getting it uploaded. So I want to finish watching this one though, but I guess this one isn't it. There's only like 2 minutes left, if that. No, 2.5. Am I mute? No, okay.
Because the fact of the matter is there's men raping children in these cults. And that's what I care about. I care that Jim Bob Duggar is still surrounded by men that have histories of doing this kind of stuff or have defended men that have done this kind of stuff. Sexual abuse, physical abuse. I mean, we haven't even gotten into the physical abuse that happens in this cult. The rods, the beatings that these kids go through, the sheer beatings these kids go through in the name of God, in the name of training. There's so much abuse. It's not good for the men either. It's not good for any man to have that kind of power. And not every man should have to feel like they have to carry everything on their shoulders. The Duggar boys are as much victims to all of this, and some will become perpetrators.
Sorry, I accidentally closed out the tab. Okay.
Get training, and then they become abusers. And it's the sad part about this cult is they were victims and then they become abusers, and it's sad. I mean, it's not just the blanket training. The blanket training is how it starts. The beatings happen throughout all. I mean, if you talk to enough people that grew up in this cult or in really strict IFB churches, the amount of rods and just corporal punishment that exists and is accepted is out of control. Oh yeah, emotional abuse, physical abuse, spiritual abuse. There's so much abuse happening. That's all it is. All right, I have to finish. But thanks for joining me. Thank you for coming to this talk. Bye, guys.
I saw the person asking over and over, like, what's your definition of a cult then?
At home, then maybe, but the hospital reports.
Okay. So, let's see. And I don't see it up yet, I don't think. I imagine she said it's like an hour long on Twitter, so I'm guessing she's going to upload it to YouTube and not Twitter if it's an hour long. So I'm looking for it there. Yeah, she was eating the skin from her thumb. Yeah, she does that all the time. Like she eats her fingers. It's very gross. Very gross. What the hell is spiritual abuse? I think spiritual abuse is just like when a authority, like a pastor, just someone in an authoritative position in a church or religious sect uses the religion and their position to manipulate and hurt you, I guess. That's what I would think. Yeah, she's running. I seen Caroline Ironwell's video about whether or not Katie Joy is running a cult, and she used I know what method she used, the is it the bite method or something? I can't remember the name of it now. Telltale uses it. Um, um, I don't know what happened to it. He always had a link in here. Huh? Okay, maybe not. Yeah, the method she used to just to I guess really discover whatever if she had a cult was I think it's I can't remember the name of it. No, that's not it. Okay, yeah, the bite model. Yeah, but not method. First, let me go to Google. I don't like Bing. Oh wow, that's interesting. Where is it? I wanted to go over this because I saw her video. Why does it keep giving me not Google? I don't want Bing. Whatever. Okay. I'm going to share this. Okay, guys, I'm supposed to go in there. Yeah, so the bite model, they cover 4 areas to decide whether or not something or whatever is a cult. One is behavior control, and here's everything that under behavior control. Promote dependence and obedience. Modify behavior with rewards and punishments. Dictate where and with whom you live. Restrict or control sexuality. Control clothing and hairstyle. regulate what and how much you eat and drink, deprive you of 7 to 9 hours of sleep, exploit you financially, restrict leisure time and activities, require you to seek permission for major decisions. Now, in order for something to be considered a cult under these guidelines, they don't have to meet every one, but they have to meet like a certain percentage of each one. Information control, deliberately withheld and distort information, forbid you from speaking with ex-members and critics, discourage access to non-cult sources of information, divide information into insider versus outsider doctrine, generate and use propaganda extensively, use information gained in confession sessions against you, gaslight to make you doubt your own memory, require you to report thoughts, feelings, and activities to superiors, encourage you to spy and report on others' misconduct. Wow, I think she meets a lot in that one. Holy crap. Thought control. Instill black versus white, us versus them, good versus evil thinking. Change your identity, possibly even your name. Use loaded language and cliches to stop complex thought. Induce hypnotic or trance states to indoctrinate. Teach thought-stopping techniques to prevent critical thoughts. Allow only positive thoughts. Use excessive meditation, singing, prayer, and chanting to block thoughts. Reject rational analysis, critical thinking, and doubt. And then emotional control. Instill irrational fears, phobias, or questioning or leaving the group. Label some emotions as evil, worldly, sinful, or wrong. Teach emotion-stopping techniques to prevent anger, homesickness. Promote feelings of guilt, shame, and unworthiness. Shower you with praise and attention, love bombing. Threaten your friends and family. Shun you if you disobey or disbelieve. Teach that there is no happiness or peace outside of the group. I gotta say, I think she meets a surprising number of those, but I don't think she meets enough to quite be cult, like, I don't know, classified. Okay. Right, yeah, the IBLP is a cult, but Christianity is not. Not all Christianity. I mean, the religion itself isn't a cult, but you'll find certain sects or parishes that are, I guess. Yeah, it's not that there's anything wrong with religion. I mean, religion is like anything in life. It's all in the way in which it's practiced or adapted. And anyone can take religion and use it, for harm. Or use it. I don't want to say wrongly or rightly. I mean, I don't think that there's any right or wrong way to use religion. There's just good and not good, I think. The video titled "How Narcissists Are Made" by Dr. Ramani is amazing and makes you think of KJ. Yeah, I've watched several videos on narcissists, and yeah, I see it too. I'm reluctant to use that label, but I mean, I also don't know shit about it, so I mean, that's just me. Yeah, exactly, Belinda Paul. Katie's not running a cult. That's weird. She just has super stands like a lot of creators. I think that she's definitely not running a cult. I agree. She has super stands, but I think that she also manipulates her viewers or subscribers and does take advantage of the fact that she has super stands. So I mean, I think that there's some nefarious intentions maybe, but yeah, it's not a cult. SC Johnson, I don't think she meets the criteria of her being in a cult. Because, I mean, I don't know what the percentages of each block or whatever you have to meet, but it's a pretty decent amount. And there's a couple of them that I read, like 2 of the squares, that she meets very little in those. There's one that she meets a lot of, and then the other one's like, eh. So I don't think that she meets enough. Good night, True Ball of Wax. Thanks for being here. I know it's getting late. I know. Yeah, all groups and religions contain bad people. Exactly. Yeah, not all religions are dangerous, and religion itself isn't dangerous. It's a tool like anything else. You know, it can be used for good. It can be used for not so good. It can be used honestly. It could be used, deceptively. Some of her followers would take a bullet for Catherine. I hope that's not true, because that's just a little nuts. I mean, besides my kids and my partner, I don't think I'd take a bullet for anyone. Yeah, I mean, I would if the I I've read a lot about this when it comes to the anti-vax community or movement or whatever on social media, and they don't meet cult-like status. They do in some areas. They're pretty close or whatever, but they don't fully meet cult-like status. And if they don't meet it, then yeah, no, Katie and her community doesn't meet it. Not me, sorry, Aaron. You were on your own regarding bullets. What? Yeah, I think she would love to control. And I mean, yeah, right. Anti-vax isn't a call, exactly. I mean, there's some things that are kind of familiar to one, but it's not a call. Good night, Lisa. Thanks for being here. Funny when she said her Jehovah's Witness boyfriend in high school was disowned by his family for dating and stealing in all religions. Yeah, but I mean, like in Catholicism, if you steal, you can just go to confession. I'm guessing that's not the case with Jehovah's Witness. Maybe, I don't know. When you said you hope nobody would take a bullet for her. So, okay, all right. See, my memory sucks. I move on to the next comment. I forget everything before. It's crazy. But yeah, Belinda says anti-vax is a cult. Exactly, it's my point. Like, if they are not considered a cult, then yeah, Katie's definitely not, because Katie's not as bad as her community's not as bad. But I mean, the one though, is surprising. How it says information control, that one. Deliberately withhold and distort information. Forbid you from speaking with ex-members or critics. Discourage access to non-cult sources of information. Divide information into insider versus outsider doctrine. Generate and use propaganda extensively. Use information gained in confession sessions against you. Gaslight to make you doubt your own memory. Require you to report thoughts, feelings, and activities to superiors. Encourage you to spy and report on others' misconduct. Now, I don't think she meets every one of these, but she meets a surprising number of those. Like, for real. Yeah, they are a cult. You're right, Belinda. Jehovah's Witnesses are a cult. Seriously, if you guys are interested in cults, there's a channel where I've learned a lot of information about these things. Yeah. I'm going to share it here, but it's called Telltale. He does a lot of videos, and he explains the bite model and everything, and like he tells you like the percentage of each one. I mean, he goes into it. He's very informative. Who wouldn't want to be a cult leader, though? Deep down, our ego wants to have control over everything. Briefly, yeah. I wouldn't want it like for good. I don't know. Yeah, I don't actually think they're in a cult either. I mean, I don't think that they don't I don't think that they would meet the qualifications for shunning. Um, and they are allowed, I think, to interact with people who aren't of the same faith. However, probably be go through hell if they wanted to marry someone or whatever. But they're allowed to have friends like that. Or anyways, where in a cult, you would be highly discouraged. But I think when it comes to those, when it comes to like the groups of people that we're discussing here, when it comes to the Duggars, I think they're one of the closer examples of a cult without being a cult. I think our Parcast group has an awesome podcast entitled Cults. Oh, okay, cool. I'll check them out. Yeah, I agree, Belinda. People with MPD, like my mom, display a lot of the same behavior patterns as cult leaders. I don't think it's an accident. Yeah, I think you're right. Mrs. Cassandra says, "Sorry, I disagree. I'm Jehovah's Witness, and I know so many that married outside of their faith." That's I gotta say that's very odd for a Jehovah's Witness, because my knowledge on Jehovah's Witness comes from Telltale, because that's his family is Jehovah's Witness. He grew up in that environment, so he talks about it a lot. And I mean, hearing you say that, that's not something he would say. I mean, that's very odd that people in the faith in Jehovah's Witness marry outside of the faith, and like they're still, I don't know, they're still welcomed, I guess, because that's a religion that does shun. Yeah, I agree, Belinda. I mean, there may be different churches or parishes or whatever that are more lax or whatever on the rules, but all in all, it's their Jehovah's Witness is considered a cult. I would not be a good cult leader. I would want to take votes. Yeah, that's not a good cult leader, or that's not a good cult leader. Hmm. Oh man. It's not encouraged, but I have never came across anything crazy. But that's good. I mean, don't get me wrong, that's cool. I hope that remains to be the case and everything. Um, just, I mean, and I don't know. I'm not in the faith. I don't personally know anyone in faith. It's really just what I learned from that YouTube channel. But from the sounds of it, your experience has been kind of odd, I guess. I was a Jehovah's Witness, married outside, and was shunned. I have Jehovah's Witness friends, and I'm not religious at all. Well, I mean, I hear that they can have friends like loosely or whatever, but like, I mean, because they're as kids, they go to school and everything. They don't always go to Jehovah's Witness school or whatever. Look up Russell Williams. He was my base commander and full colonel. He was a serial killer. What? Look him up where? Like Google? Oh shoot! I forgot I have it all big. Um, he was the Canadian colonel. or whatever. Wow, he's crazy. So, how many people did he kill, though? Oh, wait, he wasn't convicted. Oh, no, wait, first-degree murder. All right. First-degree murder, to 2 life sentences for first-degree murder, 2 10-year sentences for other assaults, 2 10-year sentences for forcible confinement, and 82 1-year sentences for breaking and entering, all to be served concurrently. Wait, what? The life sentences mean Williams will serve a minimum of 25 years before parole eligibility because he was convicted of multiple murders. Oh, okay. Williams is not eligible for early parole under the faint hope clause of the criminal. Wait, what? So that I can't have read that right. He's not really going to be eligible for parole. What am I? Is there anything I'm missing in here? He flew the queen around? Yeah, he snuck into women's homes, would put their bra and panties on and take pictures of himself. Wow, that's crazy. It's weird though to see that all these sentences are being served concurrently. Like it must be. I'm thinking it might be because it's from Canada or happened in Canada. I mean, in the United States, it's not concurrently. It's always consecutively. Hmm. So so he was your colonel, your Karen, a base commander, and a full colonel. He was a God. They found duffel bags full of women's bras and panties in his attic. Jesus. He will never get out of jail. Nope, not eligible for parole. Well, according to Wikipedia, he's eligible in like 25 years. Whether or not he'll get out is another story, but I could have read that wrong, though. I don't know. Or Wikipedia could be wrong. Whatever. All right. This video's still not up. Oh, it's worth a try. Okay. I'm going on almost 3 hours, so no, that's one count. Wait a minute. Let me show. Okay. Yeah, my stomach's growling. I don't know if you can hear it. Just ignore it. Don't listen to it. Court proceedings and trial. Where is it? Where is it? I just read it. Jesus, where is it? From the beginning? Okay, here, right here. Yeah, make it a little bigger. Okay, so right here, October 21st, 2010. Williams was sentenced to 2 life sentences for first-degree murder, 2 10-year sentences for other assaults, 2 10-year sentences for forcible confinement, and 82 1-year sentences for breaking and entering, all to be served concurrently. The life sentences mean Williams will serve a minimum of 25 years before parole eligibility. Because he was convicted of multiple murders, Williams is not eligible for early parole under the faint hope clause of the criminal code. So basically, yeah, he has two life sentences, which from the sounds of it, it's like 25 years or whatever, or a minimum of 25 years. But since all of his sentences are served concurrently, he's only going to have to stay in for the length of one because they're being served at the same time. The same thing with the 2 10-year sentences. The 82 1-year sentences, everything's concurrently. So he has one long sentence, really. The longest sentence he has is the life sentence. And you might as well just say he has one of them. I mean, I doubt he'll ever be paroled. I don't see any parole board ever letting him out. But oh God, yeah, the Ken and Barbie murders. Yeah, I remember hearing about that. It's crazy. Good night, police wife life. Thanks for being here. His wife was the vice president of the Red Cross. He will never see the light. Yeah, I don't think he'll ever be paroled. I hear you. I'm gone a week and don't recognize anyone so far, Ween. Oh, there's a lot of people here still from a week ago. And so staying Cheez-Its. I know, yeah. Not eating it. Control plus F. What's that? What's going to happen if I hit Control plus F? Well, I think it has to be Command F. Oh, that's for word search. Duh. Yeah, I use that all the time when I'm going through comments or whatever, and I'm looking for a specific comment, and I know a word in it. I'll just hit Control F or Command F, and just it comes right up. It's awesome. I wish I'd known that years ago. I didn't know it years ago. All right, seriously though, I am going to call this a night because my stomach won't stop growling. I need to eat something. It's getting loud, angry. Anyone that likes watching interrogations and the breakdown of police tactics, you can watch his interrogation on the channel Jim Can't Swim. Oh, cool. I'm going to check that out. Yeah, I kind of wanted to start doing something different on my channel here too, and it's kind of along that lines. I don't know. We'll see. But all right. Good night, everyone, and thank you for being here. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.